as we look around this room, the intellectual horsepower represented by you in the audience is immense. And the opportunity for us up here is not to actually to preach or to speak to, but to actually coach. Because if we collectively can actually embrace some of the themes that we've heard about this morning, we can actually make that patient journey more effective, and we can drive the outcomes that we all have the ambitions to drive. So, let's talk a little bit about, again, the prior slide. Let's talk a bit about the winning attributes that we envision us collectively as a team undertaking. One is open or co-innovation in the post-commercialization phase. Being able to actually share among disparate organizations who might have different profit motivations, but sharing information, sharing insights, sharing data, and sharing business processes that fill the gaps in care. The opportunity exists for us all today, and it's going to take unique collaborations over the arc of the next 5 to 10 years in order to drive a more holistic set of services and solutions that ultimately put the patient at the center of all of our attention. Those integrated set of services, that holistic approach, was perfectly represented in Jim talking about the fact that there's 50 different phone calls, 50 different brand websites, destinations for the patient to essentially get lost, to get confused, to be frustrated. It's up to us as leaders in this marketplace, in this industry, to actually leverage technology, leverage analytics, leverage predictive science in order to drive a different patient experience, much like we've done in the pre-commercial R&D, quality testing, manufacturing phases. We've got to apply that same open-mindedness and co-innovation strategy to the business processes of getting a drug into the hands of the patient at the right time, at the right point of care. And it doesn't make just good business sense. Quite honestly, the consumer is going to drive us to that destination. And those that care to jump on board and enable that consumerism in our marketplace will thrive and survive. Those that don't, won't. If we take a look at certain other markets that have evolved, if not transformed themselves over the last 10 years, and we think about organizations like Uber or Tesla or Airbnb, the fact of the matter is, if you go back, you turn the calendar pages back to 2008, a short 10 years ago, those three organizations, either one, did not exist, or two, did not have a viable product in the marketplace a decade ago. And look what has happened now. Tesla has transformed the automotive marketplace globally. The commitments being made by the major brand owners across the globe to EVs and hybrid vehicles has changed the dynamics of the industry. Uber has changed transportation as we know it. How many of you guys have taken Uber in the last 7 days? Okay, think about that. 10 years ago, Uber didn't exist. 95% of the people in this room just raised their hands. That transformation is upon us. Airbnb, the largest hospitality company in the world, does not own a single physical property. And yet our kids, not us, our kids are probably embracing Airbnb as they travel around the globe. We're dipping our toes into it, but it's damn scary to actually commit to Airbnb when we're used to the Westin or whatever the case might be, wherever we get our points. The bottom line is if we fast forward 10 years from where we are today, the reality is that the healthcare marketplace will be patient-centric and self-directed by demand. And if we don't modify our behaviors, if we don't break the conventions and the current business mindset of insularity and non-collaboration, then the market's going to pass us by. And I think if we turn that around, I think we have a tremendous opportunity to create a winning strategy a winning strategy for all of us here in the room today, and a winning strategy for the families and patients that we endeavor to serve over the next decade. So with that, Bill, if we want to kind of bring it on home.
Sure. Just to expand a moment on, it is a bit of a game, I say in quotes, of win or lose. The stakes are high, the urgency is fresh, it's acute, and our differentiating opportunity is the manner in which we show up. In the face of the rapid changes that Glenn spoke about, that we're all aware of, that our patients are experiencing, the team that adapts the quickest and focuses on delivering differentiated value in the moment it's needed most, that's who will win. And you will win because your patients do. And I definitely see a key to this transformation is a shift from a very passive, build it and they will come kind of orientation to our support services to one of active engagement and being willing to get it wrong, being willing to take some chances, being willing to meet a patient where they are, grab them by the hand and partner with them on the journey. And the company that does that well, in real time, with great precision, with sensitivity, will win.